EpilepsyBlogger. Today I want to go over quickly some simple breathing techniques that are known to slow down seizures, stop seizures, or even decrease the severity of seizures. A lot of people think they're really hard to learn, but they're actually quite easy. I apologize if you can hear the dog barking in the background. He's going crazy this morning because there's new dogs next door. So try to tune him out like what I'm doing. What I like to do first, my first step is to find a quiet place in the house. This is probably the quietest place in my home. It's my sister's room. She's not here all day, and I like to come down here because it's farther away from the dogs. So there's not a whole lot of noise. I don't ever bring my laptop with me except right now since I'm doing a video. There's no radio in here, so there's no music, there's no distractions, there's no TV or anything like that. So I like to come down here. Otherwise I stay in my room. There's no TV in there either. You want to be away from any stimulus that is going to upset your mind, and you'd be surprised the littlest things can really get your brain going. So you want to be in complete quiet, and this is something the whole family can do together. Maybe you want to go in the backyard. Maybe you want to go all together in the living room. But it's really important, especially if you're doing this for your child who has epilepsy. You want to make sure video games are turned off, TV's turned off, all sound is turned off throughout the house. That really helps, and it's great because I'm home alone all day, so I can turn off all the TV and everything like that, and I don't have to worry about upsetting anyone. I like to do this routine about 5 times a day. I think it's really important, and I've noticed over time a great decrease in seizures. Even when I'm not having a seizure, this helps, but you can also do it right before a seizure. It really depends on how your level of consciousness is before a seizure. Some people cannot think whatsoever, and they can't do this. However, if you just practice breathing techniques and relaxation throughout the day, this can really help you out. So that's my first step, is to be in a quiet place. The second step is to be wearing something comfortable. So I throw on like an old t-shirt or some shorts. I can't really show you, but some shorts. And I like to kneel by the bed. I always begin with prayer because I think that's really important in my life, and it relaxes me because it gets a lot off my chest. If there's something I'm worrying about, or if there's something I can't quite express to my friends or my family or my boyfriend, I like to just pray about it, and it makes me feel a lot better. A lot of the time stress can cause seizures, so maybe you can get together as a family or with a friend or whatever, even by yourself, and just pray for a little while, or center yourself and just let things go and let yourself know everything's going to be okay. That's a really good exercise as well. So that's my second step, is prayer, and that's what I do, and I'm just telling you guys what I do. You guys can always play it up, but remember to keep everything calm and relaxed. The third step, I just close my eyes and I breathe in very slowly, and you want to do this very slowly. You don't want to go too fast because then you're getting into the hyperventilating and all that, and that's not really good. But I breathe in through my nose. And I like to make that last about 2 seconds. And then I hold it for about a second. And I breathe in very slowly out my mouth. And I repeat this, but you do it very slowly, very relaxed. If your child or you feel overwhelmed by the breathing, which can happen to some people, I forget why, I apologize. But this can happen to some people because some people's bodies work differently. And they may feel this as hyperventilating, and you may not. Then what you want to do is maybe take a little bit of time in between each breath, and just kind of relax yourself. Remember to drop your shoulders, close your eyes. That removes the stimulus of the vision and the light. And it's actually really nice to have a dark room to go into, and I love doing it at night because it seems to relax me a little bit more. So if you want to close the blinds, because I have the blinds open, if you want to close the blinds, I have a friend who blindfolds herself, but I'm not going that far. But I mean, if you close the blinds, turn off the lights, I have the light on right now simply so you guys can see me better, but that will really help you. So just to practice a few times, you want to close your eyes, and I like to put my hands on my lap, or drop them to my side for relaxation of the shoulders. Some people like to do an exercise first, like this. They turn their head. It just kind of relaxes the muscles throughout your body. Some people like to stretch like they would before they go for a run. It's really up to you. So let's drop our shoulders and close our eyes. And let's breathe in through our nose. Hold it and out through our mouth. Now please do that 3 more times. In again. Hold it. Now I will do this technique up to 3 minutes. Sometimes I've done 5 if I'm feeling that I'm having a really stressed day, but you remember that you want to take that break in between so your body doesn't cross over into the hyperventilation stage. That's very important to stay away from that, because that can become very stressful for the body and maybe cause a seizure. Now, if you're wondering how this stops seizures, stress is the number one cause of seizures, or the number one trigger, I should say, not cause. So you want to stay away from it. If your child can become stressed from tons of things, school. I know when I was younger, I was often very stressed out in school, all the time. I came home crying and I said, "Dad, I sucked at school today," and I would cry, or if someone teased me. So maybe what you can do is arrange with the school to have a teacher take him to the nurse, and after teaching them this technique, or him or her, they can go to the nurse's office, and maybe she can turn off the light and they can just breathe deeply for 3 minutes or so, and they can take him back to class, and that would really help your child out. Or you can go into the school yourself, depending on what the school's rules are, but I know my nurse had no problem with it, even up till high school. So things like that are very important to make sure your child doesn't stress throughout the day during school. You can also have the teachers keep an eye on your child if they're not relaxed, or if they look stressed out during class, and they can pull them aside and take them somewhere quiet where they can do this, and that'll be very helpful. It also helps to have a glass of water after you do this, kind of refresh yourself. It may be more of a mental thing, but I notice it's helped me a lot. And it's made the exercise a lot more successful. It makes me feel more refreshed afterwards, so think about that too. A nice cold glass of water, or whatever you prefer, and just relax yourself. Now, if you're wondering how you do this before a seizure, this is something you need to practice over time, and as you get more acquainted with it and it becomes more of a reflex for you, you will notice that it's easier to do before a seizure, even if you have loss of loss of awareness, I guess you would like to say. I lose awareness to an extent, but I'm still able to do this exercise. I just immediately start breathing like this, and you'll find that it will slow down a seizure, even stop one, and like I said, doing the exercises about 5 times a day, if you have the time. It's really important to make the time. It'll really start to decrease the seizures, not only in severity, but in the amount of seizures. Now, a lot of you are working, I'm working, I go to work, and you're wondering, how am I going to do this? You don't have to kneel down. You can sit in a chair and do it. You can do it at your desk. I know you're not going to get the whole, you're not going to get rid of sound, but you can get earplugs, do it at your desk. Or you could go to the restroom. You could step outside for a minute, let your boss know that you kind of need to do something, and don't lie about it. Tell your boss what you're doing, so you don't get in trouble, because if you're saying, "Oh, I have a headache, can I step outside every day?" you're probably gonna get fired. So be truthful. There's several places you can go. Just remember, close your eyes, relax, do your breathing for about 3 minutes, time yourself on your watch or your phone, or just look at the clock. But the thing is, you want to probably keep a timer, because if you keep looking down at the clock, you're gonna miss out on the stress relief. So you really want to make sure you're relieved of stress. Now, once again, that's in through the nose. Hold it. And out the mouth. It's quite easy, and it's great for the family to do together, especially if you have a child who has epilepsy. It shows a lot of support. So good luck, you guys. If you have any questions, my email is below, and you guys are welcome to email me. And I'm going to be posting more videos on other ways to reduce stress and other breathing techniques that some people use. This is the one that I use, the one that I was taught, but there's several others that I have read about. So I will be posting those very soon. Good luck, you guys, and I hope you like the video. Thumbs up if you like it. Bye.